Okay, this has been asked a number of times. I don't know how long this video will be because it's basically kind of a short uh, subject matter or issue. I don't know what you'd call it. It's not super long. I'm at Starbucks and I'm using a cup of water to prop my phone up that far away. So it's about, I don't know, 2 or 3 feet away. Hopefully you can hear me okay. There's some music playing, but I don't think it'll be a copyright violation. Don't forget, this is our channel here. If you're watching it here on YouTube, then you know that. But this is something that's been asked of me a number of times. Weighing myself. Maybe I'll call this the weigh-in 2 times a month, because I weigh myself on the 1st and the 15th. So it's today the 15th? I think it is. I gotta weigh myself when I get home. I've been out and about. I made a donation of some dog food for a homeless place. They give little bags of dog food for the people. So if you donate a big bag, they break it down into some small bags. They give it to people. Hopefully they give them enough. I know a lot of times it's such a need. You might give them enough food for a few days. Most of the homeless people's dogs do eat scraps, sometimes out of the trash. I've seen somewhere where a man had someone had given him a burrito and he heated it up at 7-Eleven, and then he went through the trash and got food for the dog. Not a really good diet, but it's better than nothing, of course. So that's what I did this morning. But I weigh myself twice a month. And people would say, why do you weigh yourself twice a month? And I said, I don't know. There are some diet programs out there. Let's see if I put my glasses on. I'm kind of staring into the sun. Yeah, it's better. So anyway, and I look like Roy Orbison or something. But there are some diet programs I've seen where they weigh themselves every day, and they have a specialty scale. The scale will then send the information to the diet program that they're working with. I don't know who that is. That sounds kind of extreme. So I don't think it's something like Weight Watchers or one of those. Probably more medically monitored. They get that. They need that much data. Or is it data? They need that much information. It must be something more than like that regular, Weight Watch that everybody does, or Nutrisystem that everybody does. It must be something like that, where the people will need that information. Maybe the doctors are monitoring it. Maybe they have some, nurse practitioner. Maybe there's a technician that writes down all the information that comes in. Maybe it's electronic. I'm sure it's electronic now, where you step on the scale, it gives the reading, it sends it over, it goes into your file electronically like that. But I weigh myself twice a month. That way I can just kind of know how am I doing. Because I figure in 15 days, 14 days, whatever it is, I will have enough time there that I can see if there's been a change between the 1st and the 15th. So that's a 2-week period of time. If I weigh myself daily, all I really know is, let's say on Tuesday I weighed 200 pounds, and on Wednesday I weighed 200 pounds. Then on Thursday I weighed 198. Then on Friday I went up, and now I'm weighing 202. I can see that. But what is that really telling me? I want to know, how am I doing? Like I said before, my numbers that I'm concerned with are not the scale, not how many inches around my waist. When I first started this, all my clothes were just falling off. Now that I actually bought some additional clothes, and I can buy clothes that fit a little better, I would have clothes that I would kind of gather up the backs of my shirts and pull them back and tuck them into my pants, and take my belt and kind of like Beverly Hillbillies with a piece of rope or something, so my pants wouldn't fall off. When I take out the trash, I'm walking, and what happened here, and my pants had fallen to my, nothing was there, had fallen to my feet, and they slid all the way down. So in a period of 15 days, I can see what I'm doing. If I weigh myself daily, then I know what I do per day. I mean, and it could be a situation where, it was a hot day, and I was sitting outside. Like today, I'm sitting outside here, and the sun is on me. I'm going to move into the shade in a minute. It's getting pretty hot, or maybe it'll cool down. I don't know. It's one of those weathers where the clouds are going over. You don't really know. But let's say I'm sitting in the sun right here, and I drink 2 or 3 glasses of water. Let's say I drink this size, and I drink this whole thing of coffee, and then I drink the equivalent of 2 of these, maybe 3 of these of water. But that's gonna be water weight. Other days it might be hot outside, and you're doing your daily chores and things you gotta do, and you're sweating, so you'll lose water weight. So I don't really think for me personally, I remember this is what I do. For me personally, that information is not that valuable to me. How much do I weigh day to day, day to day, day to day? I want to know, did I mess up? Now, you out there, a lot of people have told me this. Some people, not a lot, some people told me this, that every time they weigh themselves, they feel like a failure. Okay, now, you're not a failure. You're not failing. You may have failed. And that's why we're on a journey, a health journey, trying to lose weight, trying to increase our good numbers and decrease our bad numbers. And we're trying to make sure we're not, our blood sugar is intact. It's the way it's supposed to be. Our blood pressure, our triglycerides, our cholesterol, all those items, those are the numbers that are very important. So if you've been around 200, let's say 240, you're 240 pounds and you want to get down to 200, and you hop on that scale and you see that you were 240 on Monday, you weigh yourself on Thursday and you're 243. You gain 3 pounds in 3 days. It happens. So maybe you did something that caused you to fail at something. Maybe it was a diet thing. Maybe you didn't go to the gym. Maybe you were going to go to the gym every day. I'm going to go to the gym every day. Blah, blah, blah. And you don't. Maybe instead of walking the entire trail like I do, there and back, you only walk half the trail and back. Those kind of things can happen. So you're not a failure. You're not a failure. You're not failing. You may have failed an immediate goal or a partial goal, but remember, you did not put all that weight on all at once. If you're 40 pounds overweight, let's say you think you're 40 pounds overweight and that's your goal, it's going to have to come off in pieces. So you're 240, you're 238, you're 235, and like that. So if you weigh yourself, Kojak always says, yeah, and like that. But if you weigh yourself on the 1st and the 15th, you may see some fluctuation of weight. If you see that you're going up, but you want to be going down, then you can look at it and say, well, what did I do wrong? You know what? I instead of eating a good breakfast, I just ate toast, and then I ate a snack here and a snack here, and then lunch. Maybe you gotta think, well, I gotta get up a half hour earlier and make myself a little something. Maybe 2 pieces of bacon and an egg. Maybe I can't eat a lot of carbs. Maybe for you, it's a bowl of cereal. Something other than just like toast or nothing. A lot of people eat nothing. Some people drink those little nutrition drinks. So what happens is, if you weigh yourself twice a month, this is my experience, I kind of get an overall idea. Now, if I've gone up, let's say I'm 200 right now, I'm about 197, I think. But if I'm at 197, and then I weigh myself, today's the 15th, I think, and then I come in at 197 today, and then on the 1st of February, I come in and I am 200. I gain 3 pounds back. Well, then I need to lose that weight. So I would know, okay, I instead of losing, I still want to lose about maybe another 20 pounds or so, maybe 15 to 20 pounds, maybe 1 pound, maybe 2 pounds. I just don't really want to gain at this point. I like to continue to lose a little bit and get out there and exercise more, work my legs, because circulation is very important. If you're a diabetic, I'm also getting older. I want to make sure I continue to walk, because I don't want to get to the point where I can't walk just because I don't want to be 70 and not be able to walk, because I didn't try to walk at 62, where I'm 62 now. I didn't walk for those 8 years, and I let myself go to where I cannot at that point walk. I'm in a wheelchair or maybe one of those walkers or a cane. If I can avoid that, keeping those muscles going, keeping everything working well, taking a little closer and controlling what I take for my knees, make sure I'm good to go, mobile. That's what I want to do. So if I weigh myself twice a month, that works for me. If you're weighing yourself every day and you allow yourself to emotionally get involved in that, you may have problems. A lot of people say they're depressed about their weight. Well, if you're depressed about your weight, you're going to want to have some comfort. What is comforting to a heavy person? Food. What's called comfort food. Comfort food. Everybody hears about comfort food. Comfort food for me might be two full slices of white bread with some roast beef on top and some gravy and some french fries and some gravy on the front. I like that meal. If it's cold and it's rainy, that's a great meal. A lot of people like to go get soup. I like to get like an open-faced roast beef sandwich, hot, if I can. All the places that have that around me now have now closed, so I can't really get that as much. Probably that's a good idea, because so this one lady, someone asked her how many months she was, and she, excuse me, she will, you're preparing for a baby or whatever. Well, she wasn't pregnant. Did that make her sad? I'm sure it did. She's like, kind of like her heaviness. It's kind of like a man. A man mostly carries belly fat, and that's usually has to do with some kind of insulin resistance or pre-diabetes or diabetes. And she was carrying in the same spot. So I don't know if she is pre-diabetic. I don't know if she's insulin resistant. But I looked at her photo she sent me, and I would think that she was pregnant. Would I say it? No. Is it an insult? No. It's visually, someone's vision saw her, recorded in her brain. There's a pregnant woman, and their mouth said, how many months are you? You know, I don't know. They thought she was in her third trimester. I don't know. They thought her water was going to break at any moment, but she did look pregnant. I said, well, you know, no offense, and I think that you know that the person who said it may have not been trying to be rude. You seem to hold your weight. The overweight portion of you is about where mine was as well, the middle section, our midsection, our core. I don't know, but that area, and she goes, well, I want to work that out. I said, well, you know, if it was me and I had that there, I would do like I did. I would just work the whole body. People always try to isolate where things are wrong. So if you swim, that's a full body workout. You know, if you do the elliptical machine or whatever, that could be a full body workout. If you sit down on a bicycle and do a stationary bike at the gym, you're seated, so you're losing a lot of that. You're not using your actual body weight as weight, like you're lifting weights. Well, you have that extra weight. It's right there. You don't have to go do anything. This there. Just go walk. Maybe. I'm just saying that's what I did. Maybe you could do the same. So anyway, twice a month for me. Twice a month. How many times do you weigh yourself? And when you do weigh yourself, do you find depression? You know, a lot of people step on that scale and look like, yeah, I was 240 and I weighed myself and I forgot to weigh myself for a few days and now I'm down to 233 and I lost 7 pounds, whatever. And you're like, yeah, I'm so excited. And then you go and you gain more weight. Or a lot of times people won't do this. They find out they hit a number or whatever. Oh, and I want to get under 240. And you get down to 238, let's say 2 pounds under. And then you go and you do celebration and you eat something you shouldn't eat. That's why cheat days don't really work for me. Maybe they work for you. Is I'm going to do good all week and then I'm going to do a bad day. Why have a bad day? Why not just try to do pretty good every single day? And then if it's somebody's birthday, have a piece of birthday cake. If it's Christmas and Santa brings you a little stocking with some candy in it, eat that candy. Don't eat it all at once, of course, but you know, enjoy yourself, enjoy your life. Get out there. If the weighing yourself is depressing you, but you do it every day, doesn't seem that that's work. Subscribe. I think it's right down here. Subscribe, hit that like bell. Hit the bell for notifications. Like and share. We do have a few new videos on acting and getting our cars booked. We started our own database for cars because people were getting ripped off. So here's a free one. I'm going to get it out to the same people that you're paying to get your car sent to, you know, the photos of your car to submit your car for work. I know them. If they're looking for a lot of cars, I'm going to know, and I'm going to send our cars to them. So do that right away. Get on there. If you do have a classic car or a unique vehicle, maybe you have some machinery, some farm equipment, put it on there. If it's a regular car, you don't have to do that. If I do find a large call for cars that are more modern or less unique, I'll put that out as a video. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.